So there is some friction going on between South Africa and the United States. And it's all because Trump's administration have decided to cut funding to South Africa. Why? Because last month, South Africa's government signed into law a bill that allows land seizures without compensation in certain circumstances. This law allows the government to seize the land without paying compensation, like redistributing properties to address inequalities from the apartheid era. But Trump argues it treats certain groups unfairly. He is referring to the white minority who still own much of these lands.
The leadership is doing some terrible things, horrible things. So that's under investigation right now. We'll make a determination. And until such time as we find out what South Africa is doing, they're taking away land, they're confiscating land, and actually they're doing things that are perhaps far worse than that.
And South African leaders have fired back, calling this a fake excuses. They say the law aims to fix historic injustice and not target anyone.
We want to make it categorically clear to the President of the USA that we are going to expropriate land without compensation and pursue legislative measures to do so, and no threat will stop us. His misinterpretation of the Expropriation Act, which is a mild and cosmetic intervention, is an assessment of a measure that is going to be pursued through the amendment of our Constitution as South Africans, and there is nothing he can do to undermine our independence.
Trump would withhold funding to South Africa. And they said, let's not mobilize Africa. Let's withhold minerals to US. That is it. If they don't give us money, let's not give them minerals. But the reality, they take our minerals, but say we're withdrawing funding. No, we have minerals in the continent. And therefore we have something that we have. We're not just beggars, but we must just use that endowment for our benefit as a continent. But if as a continent we are frightened, we fear everything, we are going to collapse, and will collapse with minerals at our doorstep. My appeal is that Africa is the world's richest mining jurisdiction. And that issue is an issue that we must internalize as a continent, use it to our advantage. It's one of the things that we can use to compete in the world. We can't be the poorest continent.
Been saying, or this issue of the land, this issue that Donald Trump fears so much, we offer this question of the land. I don't know what Donald Trump has to do with South African land, because he's never been here. And he must keep his America, we will keep our South Africa. That's what he must do. South Africa is our land. South Africa belongs to all the people who live here in South Africa. It does not belong to Donald Trump. He can keep his America. And Ene is even worse. He is even worse. When I meet him, I will tell him. I will say, you, Donald Trump, you are even worse, because your forebears came to America. They found the native, the indigenous Americans. They wiped them out. They killed nearly all of them. Rine, we are living as a nation, and black and white, we are going to find solutions for our land question. So Donald Trump must leave us alone. He must leave us alone, Bauri. When we were facing apartheid, when we were facing oppression, he was not here. He did not fight side by side with us. And we were able, on our own, yes, with support of progressive forces in the world, to resolve the apartheid question. As far as I recall, Donald Trump was not around the negotiating table when we negotiated the end of apartheid. So stick around there in the White House. We will do our business here.
Look, we all know why the US is trying to do this. South Africa is the African country with the biggest economy, and they are not siding with them. They are siding with nations that the US doesn't go along with, like Russia and China. Or let's say South Africa is a member of BRICS, and this is the main reason behind all this. So President Trump is just using the land reform as cover. But SA is a very hard nut to crack. Therefore, things like this cannot intimidate them. So, what do you think? Let us know in the comment section below. My name is Sheriff Haruna. Thank you very much for watching. Have a joyful life and see you in the next one. Macron.